Okay, I'm reviewing a TV show called The Glory. So it's on Netflix. Don't know if it's an original TV show, but whatever. So the first episode is amazing, right? It's a South Korean TV show. There's 16 episodes. It's set in a high school, and the whole thing. Well, the first episode is set in high school. The whole thing is about revenge, right? There's this girl. She's going to high school, and she's getting bullied ruthlessly by about five class people, mates, colleagues, and they're relentless, right? They're bullying her in school. They have no fear, like they're bullying it in the class while everybody's watching. They're like physically torturing her by using these curling irons to burn every part of her body with this curling iron. To you use it to curl your hair. They're just burning it on her body. She's abused by one of the other colleagues, right? So inappropriate sexual behavior by one of the bullies. She complains to the teacher, and the teacher's like, he doesn't take the woman's side. He takes the side of these bullies, right? And the bullies are all rich. They have connections to the police. They have connections in the teachers, and all the parents are rich, and they'll just make all their problems go away. So she goes to the teacher, and the teacher does not listen to anything she says, blames her, and she's got all these scars all over her body, and he says they're nothing. You're just making things up, right? And then she writes a whole letter, she writes something to him. And she keeps trying to complain. Then he starts hitting her, right? In front of all the teachers, he starts slapping her around for her complaining. I think she goes to the police and tries to make a complaint. But one of the lead bullies is a female. And she has connections in the police force. And they just make it all go away. So she can't complain. Eventually she leaves, right? She has no choice. She can't put up with this bullying. Like, they bully in the school, and they also go to her house and stay in her house, right? Not in her house. Her mother doesn't look after her properly, so she has to live like alone in this inn by herself. And they bully her in school, and they go back to her house every night to bully her after school. She's like her toy, their entertainment, right? Them abusing her and doing whatever they like to her is their entertainment. So the first episode is amazing, right? You're really hyped, right? It's a revenge story, so you're really connected to the main character, this woman, girl, and all the I think there's like five bullies. You really hate them because there's no nuance, right? They're just evil. They're just evil characters. There's no there's reasons for why they're acting. Maybe her parents are beating them, and they're bratty, they're rich, they're entitled. They're just evil people, right? So it's a very good, clear revenge. There's no you thinking, having conflicted thoughts. They get what they deserve. They should get what they deserve. So in the end, she leaves school. She has to get a job. Right, she's like, 15. She has to work as a cleaner. She has to work in a factory doing manual work, labor. And she actually confronts, her thing is, she wants to mainly get revenge on the main woman. But she wants to get revenge on everybody. But the main leader, this other woman, she confronts her. She goes back to the school after she leaves. And she kind of stands up to her and says, one day we're going to meet again, right? Implying there might be something that happens. Then first episode is a banger, right? And you're really hyped up, right? And you're thinking, this is going to be a good revenge thing, right? It's going to be a real good show about revenge. Second episode, it goes all downhill, right? The quality goes downhill. Second episode, they don't use the same actors, right? It's set 18 years in the future, right? Everybody's gone older by 18 years. They're in their 30s. They're meant to be in their 30s now, like late 30s, right? So the main character is different. I think that when she was younger, one of the actors who plays her when she's younger, the one that you've grown connected to, she's actually, I think she's a famous actress. She got her big part in a film called Parasite. It won an Oscar. I think it's on Netflix too if you don't want to watch it. I haven't got around to watching all of it. So they use different actors, yeah? The older actors and the young ones. Now, in the first episode, there's not... From now on, from this first episode till the end, it's just going to be the old actors, right? And the main actress, she doesn't even look like anything like her past self, right? I don't know what they did. The casting was wrong. They didn't choose somebody who looks similar to her, right? And also, I don't want to be ageist, but all the bullies are in the 30s, and the main one, she looks like she's in the 40s, right? She looks like they chose an actress who looks like she's in the 40s. Now, there's nothing wrong by being in your 40s, but she looks 40, and all the other actors, her bullies, all look like they're in the early 30s, so it doesn't even make sense, right? I don't know why they chose her. She doesn't look like her. She looks like the wrong age for the character she's playing, so it's a real letdown. Also, all the emotional connection you have with her and her plight and her getting through it is gone, right? Like, and also the hate you kind of build up for all the bullies is kind of diminished. They're still, even when the bullies are grown up, they're still evil, right? There's nothing to like about them. They're just cruel and evil, and they're rich, and they feel like they can do anything, and they're better than anybody, right? So they haven't changed, so you can still kind of hate them going forward after episode 2, but it's not quite the same as episode 1. And the main character, you have no real connection. Another problem in all these episodes is the adult version of her is very stoic, right? I think they was trying to go for like she's been emotionally stunted or something, right? Or the pain of what happened to her has had an effect through her whole life. Basically, her revenge is she wants to get back at them, but it has a horrible effect on her. I think if you watch the show, her idea originally was she was going to get revenge and eat herself, right? But she doesn't do that. Some episodes where she breaks down. Yes, she breaks down a little bit and shows emotion, but throughout it all, like 90% of it, she shows no emotion, right? Like I was saying, I think the reason for that was they were saying she's been emotionally stunted, or all this bullying has had an effect on her personality, and that's why she's always stoic. But it's a drama, right? It's a drama where the main actress doesn't show any emotions, so you don't feel connected to her. That's the big thing. You watch it, she's like, her expression is like, if you watch somebody who's had a lot of filler in their faces, they can't even move their face. That's her face. It doesn't move. Her face doesn't move. There's no expression on her face. That's one of the things that doesn't let me connect even to an older version of herself. Doesn't let me even build anything because there's no emotion with her. Okay, one of the other problems with the show, from all these episodes going on after episode 1, so all the episodes feel different because the older actors after episode 1. Another problem is it's 16 episodes. It could have been 12 episodes, right? There's a lot of filler. There's this whole love triangle she has with this guy she meets. Obviously, she looks like she's in her 30s. The guy looks like he's in his early 30s. And they look like they have a huge age. They look like there's an age difference here, and it doesn't even look right. I'm not saying it's wrong to be her age, but it's not right for the part she was playing. I don't even know how she got cast. So, no offense to you. So, there's this love story. Oh my god, this love story is really boring. It's better if you just fast forward through the whole love story like I did, because it doesn't really add anything to it. It just slows it down. And he's not only this is a love story, he wants to get revenge on somebody who yeeted his father, ended his father. He's thinking about revenge, and he's all this, and there's all this. It's just too much, right? It's just not focused. It gets unfocused, right? It should have been just her getting revenge on those 5 people who really did a lot of damage in her early life, right? And then it's unfocused, and it's all over the place a little bit about So I would say from episode 1 to everything after those remaining 15 episodes, it feels like a different show, right? Episode 1 is a banger. Everything down after that is just downhill. I watched it afterwards because I was just kind of bored. I would not recommend it. I would say if you want to watch something, you will watch Squid Game. Yeah, the Squid Game is a lot better TV show. If you've already watched Squid Game, there's a new one. I think there's a new one. There's one called 8th Show, right? It's all about people being put into this contest where they have to win money, and it's all like a horrible games they have to play, cruel games against each other. That I would definitely watch that. That was a lot more entertaining. So, final thoughts. I like this video. Share this video. Use the links in the description to support my channel. Thank you very much. Let me know if you've watched this show. Let me know what you thought of it. I mean, you could always watch episode 1 and then you'll realize what I mean, how good episode was 1 compared to anything that came after it. Well, it was a real letdown. Okay, take care. Bye. Love you.